What's up guys, welcome back to another stream. Once again carrying on with the Jump Plus Mario Odyssey playthrough. So last time we left off in Luncheon Kingdom, having defeated the first boss, mini boss, don't really know how to put it. But just going to check the streams working, and actually we'll get loaded into the game now, ready anyway. So I've already checked it's going into the correct save. But stream seems to be working, so I'm just going to mute real quick, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, that seemed to work. And okay, I think everything is in order. Yeah. Just load up the stream manager and then we'll get into it. Just prop that up there so I can see chat. Turn my in-game sound back up. That should be okay. So I think first head down here. So I think, oh, this isn't actually the one I thought, but it shouldn't really change too much, to be honest. Yeah. Alright, this one, it shouldn't be too bad looking at it, to be honest. Just wait for these to go up. There we go. I think we'll do it with maybe that works. That was planning on throwing and hoping it would suspend me in the air, just like through the cat throw, but no. Things aren't looking great. Retrospect, probably should have collected that moon a bit later, because I could have used the other way to replenish my health. I didn't realise I could deflect them. Like I just pressed it hoping it would like destroy it. There's the final one. Are you doing this for YouTube or something? Kind of. As currently my intention is to just do it as a streaming type thing. However, every time I've streamed this, I've also recorded it. And my intention is, assuming I complete it with 0 jumps, I'll upload the whole thing, just all the past streams, kind of so that if you want to see the whole journey, you can. If I fail, however, what I am thinking is to either upload key sections, if any, but also when I attempt this challenge again, because if I fail to do it in 0 jumps, I will try it again at a later point. I'll then upload that run, assuming I'm successful in it. So far though, I think we're about on track. So I don't think I've done anything wrong. Having said that, I am an idiot. So we'll see. But we'll just continue to save after we collect moons, because I can't be bothered to play back through kingdoms. And just in case actually as well, here obviously I'm wall jumping. for whatever reason, that doesn't count as a jump. And with this bit, your guess is as good as mine. Can I just stand here? Could have took the stairs, but nah, looks cooler. Get the flag while I'm here in case I need to warp out at any point. I believe it's just coins up there. Do you speedrun this game? Because that would probably help cut down time of streams. So currently the only game I kind of speedrun is Tetris Effect, and I say kind of because all the speedruns I've done technically haven't been official, as I didn't have a way to time them. However, I do plan on doing a proper, officially timed speedrun for the game, possibly next week. But in terms of speedrunning this game, Live Split, yeah, it's like I downloaded Live Split. I think I know how it works. It's like, I think I've got it all sorted though, it's just a case of getting around to it. But for speedrunning it, I also kind of want to wait till my wrist isn't aching too much, just because I feel like it's probably not a great idea for me to be flinging my fingers, have my wrist jitter just while it's already aching. Yeah, but going back to speedrunning this game, it is actually something I've thought about, as I genuinely enjoy Mario Odyssey. It's like, it just feels like one of those sorts of games where you can really easily come back to it. And so, being able to speedrun it, it would just be a nice excuse to play more of it. I didn't foresee this issue. Yeah, but so in terms of speedrunning, hold out, it may just happen. Although for the time being, yeah, it's strictly going to be doing either challenges like this or honestly just doing stupid little things in general in the game. How can I get this up? Can I throw it up to this ledge? There we go. God, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not looking forward to doing that again, because there are more of those. I believe they're radishes, or they turnips. I forget. Doing up the gold. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to know healthy foods. Or to be fair, just foods in general. Like, considering I barely have any unique meals. I personally wouldn't recommend, because the practice part of the game is a real life drainer. Ah, now you see, that's the thing. For it to be a life drainer, I need to have a life. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, I don't do a whole lot. Like, I get what I need to done, a few bits just if I feel like it. That's about it. Admittedly, doesn't help because I'm currently looking for an apprenticeship, so I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do, but that bit's beside the point. Get a few coins there. Oh god. Throw it up. Can't throw it up. We'll just flick it so I actually get the right height as I do that. But yeah, in terms of speedrunning, like, the drain it can have not too big an issue for me, because if I do feel like it's draining me, I'll just take a break, like, because I mean, I've done a similar sort of thing with this channel before, in terms of when I first started it, the games I used to play, like, I'd play them thinking, oh yeah, this would be decent enough content, and it's something I enjoy as well, but because it did become draining, I've got to this point where I'm able to do things that I enjoy more. Like, I can do this because I enjoy it more. I can still go back to those games, as I've been planning on going back to one for a little while, and I played one of those games a bit more recently as well. So, for getting like burned out, feeling drained from them, I think it's just a case of so long as I've remembered to not push myself too much, like just take a break when I feel like it, just not when I feel like people wouldn't be too annoyed with it. Don't know if what I said actually makes a whole lot of sense, to be honest, but yeah, so I don't know if it makes sense, but I mean, I guess it'd be about in line with everything else I say. But how many moons is it we need now? Is that 8? It's hard to tell because the colours. We'll line up on this wall. Maybe not, because some parts are still too bright. Yeah, that's 8. Assuming I'm not being an idiot, which, who knows. Okay. We may be able to get up there normally. There we go. Oh god. You know, come to think of it, I may not actually be able to get these, I think they're turnips, in the pot. Because I'd need some way of getting them back over. But I think the only way would be with a jump. Unless maybe activating that will cause a path over there. We'll have to check that. We'll get the panvo and we'll go for this door first. Just, I was like, because at least this way I can't forget about it. I think this is a panvo one. Yep. So, despite what it may say, jumping out of the capture doesn't count as a jump. Oh, it says in here. If you have good willpower and don't get flustered that often, go ahead, but most of the people I know hate the practice aspect of it. And the longer kingdoms in this game are an absolute nightmare. Yeah, like, I know what you mean, because I actually watch a few speedruns for this as well. And yeah, I've seen they can get pretty heated at times. It's mostly just a case of, if I do bother to do it, like, I'd like to think I'd be able to tell myself when to stop. And also I feel like I'd probably just turn it into a bit of a joke myself. Because like, for better or worse, I just have a tendency to make everything sort of self-deprecating. And I could see this being the same if I were to speedrun it. But I do get what you mean, because I'm just thinking like, let's say Metro, particularly because of Night Metro, with how long it is. And then, admittedly, I would have to still actually learn quite a few tricks, because, like, an example would be I just learned the Cappy, I don't actually know what it's called, like the clip where you're rolling through Cappy. Like, I just learned that, like, I think it would have been just over a week ago. So, even in terms of fundamentals for it, there's still quite a bit I need to figure out. But having said that, for the time being, I'm almost certainly going to stick with just Tetris Effect for speedrunning. Simply down to the fact that, well, with that one, it's not so much a case of learning the mechanics as it is just learning to play Tetris. So it's just a fairly simple one for me to get into, and having sort of done it already, that kind of helps. There we go. Oh, I forgot about Wooded Kingdom. It's like, yeah, Wooded Kingdom. You know what, I don't even want to think about Wooded Kingdom. Like, I don't exactly enjoy it normally playing through the game. Like, it's not a bad kingdom, but my god is it long. And then I want to try and speedrun through it. Because I'm specifically thinking of when you go to fight the Broodal. I still can't remember the names for the life of me. Like, the precision to make the jump up there, skip the indoor section. I can't imagine it's an easy thing to get a hold of. So I believe we get a moon for lighting the lantern up. Spewart. Oh, that must be the Broodal's name. I'm glad you know it because I can remember Harriet, Madame Broodal, and I think it's Topper, the green one. Or maybe it's the one where he throws his hat, but I don't think it is. I think there might be a door over there. Yeah. See how many moons we can get. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be, at very least, mostly capture orientated. So that would be quite nice if it was. Just make my life a little easier. I believe there's a moon up there. Yes. Could try getting closer, but screw it, YOLO. So, something about playing this just gives me Pac-Man vibes, like this particular area. Just having to be, like, trying to be precise with the movements, all the, I guess, like, thin pathways. I know it's rather an odd and random thing, but Rango's kind of. Oh yeah, so Rango is the one where he throws his hat at you. So again, I'm glad you know these names. But oh, yep, that's it. So we need one more moon for this kingdom, then it's on to Lost, if I'm remembering correctly, which I think I am. So I need a panvo for that, but we can just use it as a way up at least. Didn't notice the pixel art. Yeah, just so that's the regular boss. Trying to think if there's anywhere else I could get moons from. Then again, I think it's a capture-based one, so I might be okay. And while I think about it, I should probably save, because I've not done that in a little while. I think before I go into it, quickly see if I can think of anywhere else to get a moon. Because I wouldn't be opposed to skipping a boss. And, like, to be fair, there could be one in that cheese. I think we'll try that quick. Just because if not, there's one more area I've thought of. Have you 100%ed this game? Yes. I spent quite a bit of time just going around collecting all the bits I'd missed. Must have been like getting on for, if not over a year since my original time of playing through the game. And I can say it was enjoyable to do, but my god, are there a lot of moons. It's like, compared to how many you need for actually just completing the game, it is ridiculous. You know, I think we just try with the turnip here. But yeah, in terms of 100% in it, as fun as it is, I think once is enough, to be honest. Threw it too far, we'll go for the other one. Yeah, but because when it came to 100% in this though, it's sort of like, great, but it's like, not only do you have to obviously go for all of the moons, because, I mean, they're the main collectible, but you've got to think, you've got the purple coins, you've got the outfits if you count them, which, personally, I don't. It's part of the reason that I've not bothered with getting the outfits that they added in later updates, and I just can't be bothered to grind out coins in like Balloon World or something. But it's just, I think the main issue with it though is just the fact that there's so many moons compared to how many you need to complete the game, that when you finally get around to collecting everything, it just drags on. Because if I remember correctly, there are, I think it's like 870 moons in this entire game. Well, unique moons actually, as you can buy more than one from stores. However, in terms of individual ones, it is limited, and like there's like 8 times more than you need to complete the game. There's a way to get 100 coins every minute. I assume that's with the beanstalk in Bowser's Kingdom. Problem is my attention span isn't good enough. It's like I'd start it, do it a few times, and then more than likely give up and like, I don't know, go and like Smash Bros or something. Don't know why I tried collecting the moon there. Yeah, the baddest beanstalk one. It's like, that's how I initially gathered coins, just when I started grinding out some of the outfits originally, because I grinded out all of the base game ones. It's just once the DLC came in, I think I grinded out some but not all, so I can't remember. It's gonna be annoying if I do this and still end up having to fight the boss. And it's just dawned on me, I've now got to try and throw the turnip up there. I broke the turnip. I think that's one way of doing it. Kinda wish I knew about doing it that way originally. try to throw it up. I think we're trying to defeat the hammer bro. Just because if he hits with a hammer, it's gonna break. He spawns back a lot quicker than I thought. And I fell off the stairs. You know what, let's just capture and then uncapture. That should make it take longer. Oops, can't see that bit you've typed because the stream overlay. There we go. What kind of capture card do you use? I just use some cheap one that I got off of Amazon. I'll quick check what it says on it. Zazluke, not sure how to pronounce it. I'll say Zazluke. Zazluke USB 3.0 HDMI capture card. Like, it cost me 50 Great British pounds. It does the job pretty well. I had like, in terms of how it works, I had a few issues getting it to work with my OBS, but there's a good chance that was just me screwing up the settings in OBS, because now that I've got them sorted, it's not too bad. Like, I might get the occasional issue with it here and there, but typically any issues are actually with my audio, not the capture card itself now. And by audio I mean like getting it to go through my headset, not the capture card picking up the audio. Oh god, so we do actually have to do some of this. Oh, that's it. I could have sworn you had to do a boss fight here. Yeah. Oh, actually just thought one thing. The capture card I'm using, is like it is a 1080p capture card. Just thought I'd mention that. So if you plan on 4K or anything, you're gonna have to most likely go for a more expensive one, like maybe an Elgato or something. However, for me, 1080p, 60 FPS, that is basically perfect. Because I mean, the only things I'm really using it for are games on the Switch, which until the alleged Switch Pro comes out, which who knows if it even will, who knows, but I found one for like £30, that's 1080p 60 FPS. Yeah, like, I'll be honest, I didn't really shop around a huge amount. It's like, I just noticed, because I found some for 30, I think I might have found a few slight cheap ones, like for 30, but part of me was also like, do I trust the build quality? Because like, in fairness, I'm sure the £30 ones, like with the one you find compared to one I found, I wouldn't be surprised if they're actually identical, to be honest. As when figuring out how to set a capture card up, I used a YouTube video, and despite both, well, despite the fact we both got it through Amazon, but purchased different capture cards on, like, according to Amazon itself, they visually at least were identical. No, I don't think it's the same. I don't have the original box that it came in anymore, but it's like, honestly, the capture card, it'll probably do what you want it to. One thing I have just thought though that is probably worth keeping in mind about is that with this capture card I've got, there is seemingly about a 50-50 chance that by the time I finish streaming, which is typically, like, I aim for about an hour normally, but by the time I finish, the capture card is pretty hot. And I don't just mean like it feels warm, I mean it is genuinely like surprising how hot it is. Because it's almost like it's kind of like if you left your hand on it, it may start to burn ever so slightly. Not a huge amount, but I think it might a little bit. So I'm guessing part of that's to do with the different materials used in them, just how the internals are set up. So that may be worth keeping in mind. Did that wrong. Yes, I'm looking at the images. There's no fans. Yeah, that would explain it then. Yeah. So I will say with capture cards, it seems like unless you're able to get one of the higher end ones, such as say the Elgato, it's kind of like proceed with caution, because what you get, like, it is genuinely just a case of you get what you pay for, really. The only problem is you've also just got to hope that it works for what you want it to in the first place. But I will say, going off of mine, like these cheaper capture cards, they're certainly not bad. Like, because I've got these stream up on my phone, so admittedly it's a smaller display, so naturally the picture quality is going to look a little better in the sense of it will look less pixelated. However, going off of my phone again, it does seem to be okay. The problem is my phone is literally the only point of comparison, as I don't bother checking my stream through the web app for Twitch, any like apps on my computer. It's like it's all done through the mobile app. So I think I can probably avoid this electricity a bit easier, but the way I'm doing works well enough, so. Oh no, it got stuck on his little headgear crown thing. I'm watching on TV, it's definitely acceptable quality. Yeah, so in that case then it is genuinely a case of, like, it's less, oh, will the quality, like, will the video quality of the capture card hold up? And more so, it's just like, well, will it be good enough for what I need it for, pretty much. I'm a little questionable there. So I pressed B to get up on his head when I grabbed the ledge. From my test, that should be fine. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't irk me a little bit. I just backflip in front of the dragon on the purple electricity. Yeah, unfortunately, backflipping does increment the jump counter. I'm gonna reload my previous save because I'm really not confident about when I tried getting up on its head there, because I think I was still on the edge, but there's a little part of me that's saying I wasn't. So I just feel like better safe than sorry. So we'll save over that previous point. But yeah, in terms of backflipping, it's just a case of, because the game tracks all your jumps, like that's how we're doing this challenge. Like, I'm going for, because like, in terms of, is it possible to complete the game without jumping? Technically speaking, no. at least as far as I'm aware. But according to the game, due to the in-game counter, you can do it. So it's just sort of like, you've got to kind of say, look, we'll give benefit of the doubt, the game's saying it's fine. So, yeah. But it doesn't help, the game, like what it decides is a jump and what isn't, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Because obviously your regular jump, double, triple jump, long jump, they all count as jumps. But doing something such as, say, wall jumping, for whatever reason, doesn't count as a jump. So it's like, if you need to gain any extra height, you can still do that, and it is completely acceptable. And yet, if you were to say try and jump off of the surface of water to get out of it, that does increment the counter. So you might kind of see it doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense in terms of what is and what isn't a jump. I think if we come around here we might be a little bit closer to the head. Yeah, certainly felt like it was at least. There we go. Oh, jumped. Okay, I will reset in case because I didn't notice it. Where's the button? There we go. Yeah, but thank you for pointing that out, because I wouldn't have noticed. Save over that point. Yeah. So I will say there's been a few points in this where I have almost jumped as well and noticed it, or where I have jumped and noticed even. It's like, in fact, I genuinely, just for like maybe a second, thought, okay, jump at the start of the stream to get over, like, just thought, okay, the stairs are ahead of me, when I get to going into them, jump up them like normal. So, even with the plan of what I'm doing, oh, I side flipped. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. There we go, grab that. There we go. Ah, bonked. I may have to come in for a second attempt here, and then getting on its head. Then again, maybe. Just about got it. Okay. Actually, something I'll point out as well, just for in case you or anyone else who sees this is interested in attempting a jumpless run. One thing that will make the run significantly easier, and something that you actually need to take advantage of to complete this run, is 2-play mode. As if you use a second controller to bounce, it doesn't count as a jump, and I believe it actually gets you higher than a regular jump does anyway. So even just playing the game normally, it can be useful. Oop, I thought I was a little bit late there. Got hit, don't matter too much. Oh no, got stuck. We'll try and get another one of them there. And we'll get that little bit of health back now, so I can, like, just so that if I do get hit, I've still got a bit extra to go off of. And to be fair, on this bit I'm more than likely gonna, never mind. Oh no, get up. May just back get the ground pounding. Never mind, I accidentally dove. There's way less electricity at the front, by the way. I didn't know that, I'll be honest. It might be me, but for some reason it does actually feel a little more open there. Like, I think in terms of how much electricity it actually is, it is actually about the same, but I don't know, something about it did almost feel a bit different. I don't know if it was because it was maybe slightly more open, because there's genuinely more space towards the front of the arena. Because at the sides, obviously his head's a lot closer to the wall. Yeah. Actually, then again, because the electricity would be flowing the same, yeah, maybe it would actually make it so there's slightly less. Come on, get it in. There we go. I thought I was a bit late there. Although, so far with how things are looking, there's a chance this could be the penultimate stream for at least this attempt. Whether or not I need to make a second attempt at the challenge, I mean, who knows. But once we can, we'll save immediately. 3/3 cycle would fails Pepego. I'll be honest, not a clue what you're trying to say. I'm an idiot. That's this one. Oh, do you mean like there's just... Are you saying like maybe there's a bit more electricity due to the size difference? Like it, you know, there actually is more? I'm not sure. God, it'd help if I could think normally. You failed the 3rd cycle 3 times. Oh. Yeah, actually. I mean, 3rd cycle would only make sense that... Wait, no, it makes sense if I passed it in a total of 3. God damn it. Oh no. I mean, in my defense, I'm trying to play Mario, not Dark Souls. Why is there a dragon to begin with? But here we are, we're at Baz's. So there's a moon around here. I'll just need the Goombas to grab it. And the final one. What's the mic port for in a capture card? I assume you're trying to say like what port's used for capturing your mic audio? It is just a standard audio jack, like what you might find on a phone. However, what I am doing is I am capturing my audio through my PC. So rather than having my headset wired through my capture card, I've got it connected using a USB dongle wirelessly, and then capturing my mic audio as a completely separate layer to the capture card. Because in terms of my layout on OBS, I'm actually going to do a check this because I can't remember for the life of me. Yeah, but so I've got one for my capture card, or one for the capture card footage, one for the capture card's audio, which the audio and the footage, that will come through the capture card on its own. Like, just set the capture card up, HDMI in whatever device you're trying to capture, connect it to your PC. Audio and video come through automatically. You just need to set you just need to set it to bring up those bits in OBS, and then I've just got a separate layer for my mic. Why are you able to record your mic with a capture card? I'll be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure. It's like, I don't really see why you'd want to do it through the capture card. Because, like, personally to me, it makes more sense to do it straight through your PC or whatever you're using for it. Because I imagine the audio quality would most likely be a bit better due to the fact that it's not having to get transferred through anything else. It's literally just from your mic straight to your PC or whatever, rather than your mic to the capture card to your PC. Like, so I think it's just mostly there, like, if you absolutely can't do it through your PC for whatever reason. So say if you're using a longer cable to connect it to your PC because you might want to play on a TV, as supposedly there's, like, well, maybe not supposedly, but you do get some like a bit of, I can't remember the term now, a bit of latency between what's on a, like, between what's coming through whatever you're recording and then what's showing up in OBS. So for me, because the capture card I'm using, at least, and I think it's standard across pretty much all of them, you've got an HDMI like input and output. Because for the input you connect it to what you want to record, the output you can connect to a TV, a monitor, something like that, and you'll see the game or whatever it is you're recording just like you would if you had it plugged directly into the TV rather than through a capture card. And so it's like, I think just having the extra port on the capture card is sort of like, if you absolutely need to plug it into the capture card because your PC is far away and you don't want the latency, you can plug it in. I tried to summon it up there because I feel like I drew that out probably a bit more than was really necessary. There we go, I've got all the notes. I'm trying to think actually, do I actually even need moons for this kingdom? I feel like I might need a few, because I think it comes up with a requirement after you beat Mecha Broodal. Yeah, just so I actually need to get up there and to be able to bounce. Go on, do it. Oh no, didn't let me bounce. By the way, the only visual thing weird about what you might, about what might be your capture card is the anti-aliasing is really bad. Also, the game audio is compressed. Yeah, that I believe may be due to that. Quickly check what the audio is like, because I've not really checked the actual in-game audio much. I've just checked to make sure it's not overpowering normally. So I'll check that now. It's like, at the very least, hearing the audio through my headset and then hearing it back through my phone, yeah, it does feel rather off, I guess. So that may be down to the capture card. That, or it may be due to the actual streaming. I genuinely am not sure. But it's like, I'll try and look into that though, so if I can improve it in some way, I will do so. Like that, there we go, managed to get it. Oh yeah, and as for the anti-aliasing, yeah, if I had to imagine, I'd say that's most likely down to the capture card. And so with that, once again, if I can find anything to help sort with that, like, well, to help sort it, I will. I think I'll actually save here. There we go. There we go. For some reason I feel like if it doesn't have a requirement, it's 8 moons for this kingdom. So to be fair, there's actually some more fights where I had to collect moons anyway. Because the Mecha Broodal is a multi-moon, or at least I'm fairly sure it is. And we've got some general fights to do along the way here. Yeah, I can actually flip my Joy-Con even there. Okay, I need those moons. God damn it. Actually, kind of fun, but let's be honest, pretty useless fact is there's actually another way to break these metal boxes other than just poking the explosives at them. As if you poke them repeatedly, so just like go up to them and do that, like press Y, do it enough and they will actually break. It's like, I believe you have to do it like I think it's 150 odd times though. It's been a while since I bothered trying it. Which I mean, like, whenever I did my original stream actually, because I originally poked through one of them, but 200 times. Yes. Oh, something new. So yeah, 200 times to do it. It's like, I don't get the point in it, but I do kind of like that it exists. Partially because I'm not against wasting my own time. Health bars or something. Yeah, it's like it's just like any other Mario enemy. Like, it's got an invisible health bar. It's like all the bosses have like 2 or 3 hits, and then metal crates have 200. But to be fair though, it's just like, when you think about it, with that being the case, all Bowser needs to do to defeat you is hire a metal box. 'Cause I mean, unlike the Broodals, it can't lose. Like, make a big wall out of them. We've got 2 boss fights here, so we'll save again. feel like something I'll actually mention now, and I will also mention this whenever I finish this playthrough, like attempting this challenge, as well as a bit like when I've finalised everything of how I'm going to do it. I do have a second challenge in the works, being that I'll try to complete Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart with the wrench only. So, still need to figure out a few bits for that, but I do definitely want to try it. Oh, in that case, cut the electric wires. Not entirely sure what you mean. Oh, metal box mecha poodles. Oh god. To be fair, they do actually coat the mech in metal. Oh, so I do kind of wonder if, because you get a Pokio for that fight as well. So can you, like, are you able to just continuously poke away at it until the metal was broken? Oh, and I can't fail this one. I can't fail against a Broodal. They're not supposed to be difficult. Or at least I really hope they're not. Get rid of the extra hats because I don't fancy my luck with landing on him. Great. Come on. God damn it. Oh no, I messed up. He's got all his hats back. They're very easy. Yeah, to be fair, like, the Broodals just add a whole, whether that be all of these normal ones, Madame Broodal, or the or when you face them in the mech. They're not exactly the hardest Mario bosses. Admittedly, I'd probably say they're like a fair bit harder than, say, Boom Boom, who may as well not be in the castles with how useless he is. But yeah, they're certainly not difficult. But we'll save again here, having done that one. I've got to be honest, I think one of the worst parts about this is actually saving each time. Just because I don't like taking the time out. TBF, when you're playing casually, you don't really go for what you think of as a risky joint. Risky play rather, to be fair. Oh, I think I know what you mean. Honestly, Boom Boom is harder. No, I do not accept that. With Boom Boom, you hit him once, and he's pretty much down for the count. It's just a case of jumping in a little bit before his hitbox becomes active again. And as for the, like, a previous thing of you don't really go for what you think of as a risky play. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I also think part that's just because, like, when you're playing casually, is anything really that risky, if you know what I mean? Because, like, worst comes to worst, it's just going to be a minor setback for you when you're doing something a bit more, like, whether it be more competitive, something like this where you're having to do new strategies. You've just kind of got to think, is it worth taking the chance? Because if it goes wrong, you're kind of screwed over. At least Boom Boom can jump. Yeah, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Harriet hops, doesn't she? Yeah, she's jumping. I mean, not very well, admittedly, but, you know, neither's Link. Actually, speaking of Link, I've just got to say, Nintendo has not treated Zelda well for the anniversary. It's like, one game and a Game & Watch. Oh, plus the Joy-Con actually, to be fair. It's like, the Joy-Con, yeah, they seem nice, but I mean, Mario got an entire Switch. It's like, Skyward Sword, fair enough, it's a game that people probably didn't finish because they didn't enjoy it much. Personally, I didn't finish it because I actually bought it a couple years ago just for the sake of trying it. And I just couldn't be bothered to finish it. And then the Game Watch is a nice novelty, but you know. Just watch speedrun tutorials on bosses, they're super easy to learn. Yeah, it's like I've seen a few speedruns where they've gone against bosses, and I think I've picked up a little bit for them. Like I know with Mecha Brutal you can stay on top of it, which I probably won't do because I'm thinking of trying something else with that. Just because I don't know how easy it'll be without being able to jump. But yeah, the speed ones, they can help you find some really easy ways to defeat bosses. And Skyward Sword feels bad, man. Yeah, like I'll be honest, when I picked that game up, I so wanted to enjoy it, because the whole idea of actually swinging the remote to use the sword, like something about it just seemed right. And in fairness, in actually doing it, it wasn't awful. Having said that, it didn't feel particularly great to do. But this new version, it's got the button, or I guess more accurately analog controls for the sword, so there's always them to try out. I wonder what the max possible coinless moons are. Huh. You know what? I may actually have a look into that one myself. Because, I mean, to be fair, I can probably find videos online, which, yeah, I might do for, I'm gonna say research purposes, not the fact of, I can basically cheat and be told what to do. But, I am curious about that. Oh, you might try streaming it? I say go ahead, like, because I mean, for one, content's content when you think about it, and to be fair, I think that could be a legitimately interesting thing to see. So yeah, I'd 100% say give it a shot. Need to get mine this way a bit. And then want them to port Skyward Sword to VR. You know, if they did that, I think that would actually be a pretty good thing. Like, admittedly, I don't think they can do it to Labo VR because, I mean, it's Labo VR, but to a VR system, I think it would be good. Who knows, maybe PlayStation will lend them the PSVR. Yeah, but in seriousness, it would be pretty good. Not Labo. Yeah, like, I mean, I will say, when Labo was announced, I thought it was really cool, and I ended up buying the one of the stock packs, the variety kit it was, and I actually quite enjoyed it for all of the first, like, I can't even say an hour between every single piece. Labo would be so easy to do it on. The problem is, Nintendo didn't give the Labo headset a strap or anything. They just expect you to hold the thing up to your face. So it's like, you've kind of got to do it yourself. And but yeah, in terms of like, if they were to put it to a VR and then you go through like Steam for like the HTC that I believe, like the Vibe or Vive Aura, that could be good. But Labo is bad, and yeah, there is no strap included with the Labo headset. They just expect you to hold it to your face the entire time. Bear in mind they added uh, support for the Labo VR to some other games, such as Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, I believe to Mario Kart might. I don't know if that's the VR or one of the other sets. But yeah, expensive cardboard. Yeah, to be fair, it was certainly certainly not cheap, especially for cardboard. And how do they expect you to hold the controllers then? That's the best bit. Uh, because obviously you've got to have the headset up to your face, and thus the main screen of the Switch. They expect you to hold. They basically expect you to hold the entire system in handheld, up against your face, with a piece of cardboard pressed against it. Like, it makes zero sense to me. It's like, surely it wouldn't have been that hard to add a strap. It's like an accessory. I wasn't paying enough attention there. But, to be honest, I don't even know if you can call Labo an accessory to the Switch Remote. It's like, because I mean, when I think of an accessory, I think of something like those wheels you could get for the Wii, like for playing Mario Kart. I don't think of a piece of cardboard that I've got to not even strap to my face, to hold to it. Like, because I mean, in terms of it not having a strap, the only other VR headset I can think of that doesn't come with a strap was the Google Cardboard. As in, something that was supposed to be a budget VR for like just playing VR stuff on your phone. They've made it for video games. So, I don't entirely understand why they chose to give the lazy invincibility sort of effect there. Don't make sense to me, because it's not like I can really do anything to damage them anyway, unless the whole chipping away at them with the Poke's beak does work. But why would you when it's running at you? They apparently have a non-cardboard headset with a strap. Oh, well there you go then. And like, even Google was able to add a strap. What way is it going? Oh, thought it was about to push me there. Yeah, but, I mean, no they don't. Oh, so maybe they don't then, yeah. Like, to be fair though, regardless of if Google does offer one that's got a strap, cardboard or not, or actually you may be on about Nintendo there even, which, yeah, I'm almost certain they do not. At least there's no official Nintendo ones that I know of. But it's like, because in terms of Nintendo's attempt, it's, oh yeah, Google one. Yeah, like Google, yeah, I wouldn't be all too surprised if they have one with a strap. But at that point it just makes it even weirder for Nintendo not to. Because Google has made one. They could have really just left it at that, to be honest, because I mean, if you're going to go for a VR, why would you go for Google, to be honest? It's like, it surely couldn't have been that difficult for them to just say, hey, we want people to use this and not, like, destroy their wrists in some way or something. Let's give them a strap. Like, it's really not difficult. Yeah. But Labo, it was a very like, I want to say it was a very cool concept, but it's just the execution wasn't necessarily the greatest. Like, there's some nice gimmicks with it, but that's all it feels like, gimmicks. Use tape. I mean, to be fair, it would certainly work. Then again, I imagine most tapes probably won't be able to support the weight of the Switch. Cardboard strap fits with the rest of the set. Like, yeah. It's like, there were really quite a few things they could have done. It's like, because I mean, to be honest, I'd have accepted a cardboard strap. Like, I'm willing to admit that it would have been god awful, but it would have been funny. It's like, they could have even added some stickers to it, because I mean, they released a sticker set for the variety pack. Why not for the VR headset? But it's now just off to the moon, and you know, it's like normally I'd end my streams at about 8. We're slightly over, but given how close we actually are, I think we'll go for it. So forget about this being the penultimate stream. This may just end up being the final stream, or at least stream of this playthrough. Don't worry, yet. For better or worse, I plan on doing more streams. It's like, I know most are probably going to be disheartened by that fact, but tough luck. So, we'll save again now. I have just remembered the moon cave actually. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. There we go, done that. Oops. There we go. So we may actually be able to skip the cave, I feel like. Because I know there's a skip you can do using, I believe it's using some cat bounce and the flowers to actually make it all the way across. But not only do I not know how to do it normally, but I don't know if you need to jump rope for it. Yeah, if I were, I'd probably have to cat bounce here, and yep. Like, so I'm not going to do the Sphinx skip. Not that I can do it anyway. I should probably learn how. Then see how it goes. So I believe for this first bit we have to capture a dry bones anyway. And I notice I can capture the father statue. I can't remember what this is for. Is it a moon? Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll grab it, seeing as we fan it. But would you recommend the new Ratchet and Clank game to someone who didn't play the other games? I'd have to say yes, as for me, the first Ratchet and Clank game I actually played was Ratchet and Clank 2016, as I got it through PS Plus, and I ended up not finishing that game. Like, it didn't really hold me in at all. But having played Rift Apart, which, from what I'm aware, or from what I can tell rather, I guess, Rift Apart completely ignores the events of the 2016 reboot. Like, it completely goes off the original series, and having not played any of those games, I had no issues. Admittedly, it does sort of play off of how Ratchet and Clank have grown closer through all their adventures and stuff, and it does sort of make a few references to some of the past games, but it is nowhere near to the point of where, if you've not played the past games, you're going to be confused. Like, it is still more than understandable. So, I'd say if it's something that looks interesting to you, go for it, 100%. I think we'll do this without the hammer blow, because I think the wigglers would probably be better for this. We'll capture this one. I haven't seen this place in so long, the speedrun completely skips this part. Yeah, they do the skip by using these things. As far as I'm aware, I can't exactly do that jumpless. Like, maybe I can in 2-player, because like you can do a bounce from a standstill using play 2's remote, but I can't even do the skip normally. So doing it while also playing on a second controller, it's like, yeah, I think I'll just take my chances with this. I think my chance will somehow be better. To be fair, this looks like either way to get on here. I believe so, yeah. I think I'm about in line. There we go, nice and easy. Come here, truck. So, normally whenever I come through here, I end up just skipping the truck. Like, I just I'll usually side flip over the first boulder, and then just ground pound over all the subsequent ones, or ground pound jump rather. Now I've got to try and get this right. I remember when I first did this, I couldn't keep it straight for the life of me. Having said that, my Joy-Con did have very, well, actually maybe not very serious drift, but they had quite a fair bit of drift at the time. Jump plus 100%. So in terms of jump plus, you can't 100% the game. Having said that, you can get remarkably close. As I believe in the, like, I believe as long as you can't get in multiple moons from shops, because you can buy more than one. I believe there are, I think it's somewhere between like 870 to 900 moons. I believe you can get about 800 of them completely jumpless. So I don't know if anyone has actually got 800 yet, as 800 is, or was at the time of me finding out about it all, it was kind of a theoretical thing, as the person that did the run originally, GameChamp 3000, realised he'd be able to get an extra moon by purchasing enough stuff with purple coins, but because he's kind of spent them sparingly, never considering that moon, he couldn't actually get it in his save, and he never went back to do it in his second save, which can't say I blame him, but, or her actually. I always get confused just because I tend to associate it with the voice. But yeah, because she's done it. But it's like we're getting close to seeing if I do get it jump plus or not. So we're gonna save here just while I remember. Additionally, there's actually one more thing that I've just remembered. As from this point on, if we enter this fight, if we enter the fight against Badana, as things stand, that will be the run over. Like, I'll have to reload my pass save because I will not be able to proceed jumpless, as I need 2-play mode for this next part. So I'll just grab a second controller. But this fight, like the fight itself, is doable 1-player. However, you need jumpless. So you need 2-player immediately afterward. No, it is not a skip. We are, believe it or not, having to play the game mostly as intended from this point at. Like, very little is changing aside from the fact, obviously, I'm avoiding jumps. You see, well, actually, you know what? I won't actually say why it is just yet, because I think it will make more sense for you to actually see where the issue comes in. 2D skip, no need, as while there is a 2D section, you do it while you've captured Bowser, so it doesn't count as a jump. It's like, you'll see it fairly, like, assuming this boss goes well, you should see it fairly quick. There, we got him close enough. It's like, oh no, I didn't wear the Sense 5 out when he does that. That could be an issue. Oh, and I forgot about this phase. To be fair, I could actually probably use my second controller here. Probably make things a little easier. If I just like put that between my feet so I can kind of kick the triggers. See if that works. To be fair, I don't actually know how. Oh, that's not actually how you make... Oh, it's with a button. Well, at least I know it. God damn it. Oh no, it took too long. So yeah, doing a jump like this, it doesn't count the jump, as you are in fact not jumping. As doing that is simply a cat bounce. However, because I messed up, I've now got to avoid the fire. So yeah, ideally for this, you want to outright avoid those lines of fire. However, well, you want to outright avoid them by not actually letting them happen. And by the way you do that is you have to start hitting Bowser as soon as you get the cap. Otherwise, yeah, you've got to try and do a roll to get the height to get over them. Oh no, I took a hit. It's not good. Because I have a feeling I'm going to take another hit. Oh no. Because I think I'll take a hit when I actually get close enough to attack him and all. Oh no, Cappy, you won't come to me, I've got to take the chance. There we go, we got over it. Just gonna spam the button. Oh no, mess it up. We may have to try the fight again. Oh, well, yeah. Having 2-play mode for that section as well though does actually help a bit. Because I forgot about when he spits fire. but here's what is almost certainly the easiest way to handle him. Okay, well, it would be if I didn't mess it up. Because you literally just start hitting him before he has a chance to run. Oh no. But I will say there, he actually reacted a bit different still. Because obviously there were past attempts where I'd managed to get hit, but then it still allowed me to carry on. Oh, I see. So if I take the fire, like if I just take a hit from it, that would be worth remembering. Now I've got to try and survive. This may take longer than I was expecting. I mean, we can at least see if I get the trick right here this time. I don't know if I was quick enough. Yes, I was. Probably easy to actually just spam Y. So we'll just take the hit, 'cause I think that's probably easiest. And then I can always get a hit point back when he spawns his hats. I mistimed it a bit. So yeah, I need to get some health back. So I may skip getting the white top hat this time, or never mind, see another hit anyway. Then again, I'm feeling it. Just as what I've got myself in for. Yep. And I had a feeling that might happen. It's worth a shot. So I think I may have to just try and get the cap when it's close to him, you know. That, or I'm guessing I can buy a 6 heart. Then again, my save is actually from when I still had mine. Yeah, after well, yeah, let's be honest, after I fail, because more than likely I am. Are you serious? I mean, at least I got the health back. I wish I could still cap bounce now, but I have absolutely no cabbie control after I put the hat on. Ooh. That's not good. Come on, purple hats. Let's see if I can grind out a little health. No, but we at least managed to hit the purple hat, so we'll try and go for it. I think it's going to be a bit too slow. Yep. I know, yeah, apparently punch one of them, not him. There. I've got to try and avoid taking damage. Failed it. Yeah, so we'll try reloading, because I should still have the 6 up part, shouldn't I? Load. Don't know where this will spawn me. I can't imagine it'd be too bad. Like maybe at the Odyssey, but should have the checkpoint. My god, do I hope I grabbed it, because I'm starting to wonder if I did. Ever after hill, yes. And yeah, I do have the 6 up part. We'll make this work somehow, some way. While I think about it, I'll save over that previous one, just so that I've still got one with a 6 up part. I could talk to the shopkeeper, but there's a chance I'll mess up the trick, because talking to people for whatever reason increments the jump counter. So avoiding talking to people's useful, because while you can do a trick to stop it canting, it's just better safe than sorry kind of thing. There we go. So I guess if I fail this I could also like put it in assist mode, to be fair. That helped me take one more hit. Didn't mean to do that. Or not one more, but a few more hits, because I can sit around to regen. But there we go, got the health back. But I think with this, it's probably better to just take them. At least when I've got extra health like I do. Or not necessarily extra health, but health to spare. Yeah, that probably wasn't the greatest idea for me to get it then. And for that kind of reason. Okay, got a bit of health. But I think on his final phase he does that more than just like on one occasion. Because obviously there he's spun twice, but I mean like he'll do it a second time, him spinning, that is. Okay, he just skips straight back round to me for this stage. Oh, not for that bit though. There we go. So here it's going to be more difficult due to the increased number of hats. But we got a extra heart. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No! Cappy didn't pick the hat up. I mean, at least I got a little extra health on the whole thing, but kind of annoying. And I accidentally pressed on second controller there. Because right now I've just got my foot resting on top of the face buttons. Because I'm kind of hoping to hit the right one. Come on. Hit the... There we go. If I can... And Shaky made Cappy come back to me early. Come on. There we go. So we're gonna have to take the hit. He runs after it. Nah. Oh no. That could complicate things quite a bit. Unless I'm misunderstanding how that works in some way. Let's see. I think what we might quickly do is... Actually, can I switch into assist mode? Oh yeah, choose mode here. So let's quickly try it with this. If not, I may have to end the stream and come up with something. Spawns me back here, not too big an issue at the moment. Roll to avoid the tail faster. Yeah, it's like the issue with it seems to be that obviously you've got the tail which you can run past normally, as that's the way I faced him back in Cloud Kingdom. The main problem is that you've then also got the fire effect coming from it. So I need some way to avoid not only his tail, meaning I need to get away from him, but to the point where I then also don't hit the fire as it spreads across the entire battlefield. Unless that doesn't happen if you manage to get away from his tail enough, I don't know. We'll try it. No, missed it. And that happens regardless. So even if I get away from the tail, I've got to then avoid the fire that comes from when he spins. Oh no. Oh, I can get a little bit of my health back here. At least I should be able to. There we go. It's only the one at the moment, but hey, I'll take it. Better than nothing. We'll try and go for the trick. I think I should be good. Why? I don't know why it didn't come back to me there. Unless I was... Oh, it looks like I actually had my foot down on Cappy still. He's not coming back now either though. Oh no, I broke Cappy. There, I've got him back. Good. Then do another roll to avoid the fire. Yeah, the problem with that is because it's like I'm going in one direction with it. I've got to like, because I think the roll will carry me faster than the fire trails along. The issue is, like, it's more so down to the fact that I then still need to be close enough to bother, but because yeah, I can't really turn with it. So unless I can like immediately cancel the roll, which there is a trick to do it, but I think it may increment the jump counter due to how it's performed, and if not, it is certainly high risk at causing a jump due to how it's done. Time it earlier than usual. Problem is I don't exactly know how to time it to begin with. I'm just kind of winging it. But I think best bet may generally be take a hit and then go in for more. But there I couldn't punch him. Unless I'd have to... Okay, I've thought of one more way to... but I don't like it. Because if I roll all into him, like if I can hit him from as far as possible, get back enough for when he does this and then roll forward. Nah, that won't do it. We're gonna have to wait here to heal up a bit, so I can't really go for him at the moment, because I don't want to go in too low health. I wonder if down here is any better. I don't know what I did differently there. Wait, unless... I've just thought what it might be. I bet that you have to hit him a certain amount of times, like stagger him enough. But I bet it's like a continuous counter, sort of like a health bar. So rather than it being do it this many times within one go, it's do it enough times to lower this bar that says you've done it. But this is good because we're almost finished. Because at this point there's one more part we have to bear in mind, and this is it. As here, you've only got one input, being jump. This happens 3 times in the game. Now, at the very start, and when you get sent to Lost Kingdom, the thing is, at the start of the game and in Lost, it doesn't increment the jump counter. This one does, because this is using your default jump animation. The other two have a unique animation to it. But here, I can't even pause. And this is why we need a 2-player. Cappy still allows you to bounce if you're in 2-player. Because it's a bounce, it obviously doesn't increment the jump counter in any way. So, the reason we needed 2-player was, if we didn't, we'd have to reset unless we were willing to take a jump. But for the time being, this is just regular, this is just a regular endgame portion here. It's because once again, captures, it doesn't count as a jump. I know you can triple jump up there, but I don't exactly know the timing for it. Okay. I'm not going to go for XD skip, assuming you get the reference, because I don't trust myself. Okay, it's almost there. I really hope we can do it. What is that aim? This is why I don't play Call of Duty, because my aim's like that. Don't think they're actually getting high enough. And it looked like one of them actually went past. There we go. So we've got to get one more, and then we can finally leave. And fingers crossed, when we get to Mushroom Kingdom, speak with Toadette, we'll be able to see a nice old 0 by the jump counter. It used to be called second skip before the actual second skip was found. It seems about right. Oh, sorry, it used to be called 2D skip, or before the 2D skip, not second. Don't know, I immediately thought second. Yeah, for me, I've actually only ever known it as XD skip though, from small ant streams. But we'll skip this cutscene, because that's the base game complete now. There's just one final part to this challenge, being we need to actually unlock the jump counter. And luckily, it isn't particularly difficult. It's just more of a timing thing. But as soon as we get control again, and saving, and I'm going to exit 2-player mode just because I don't really have a need for it. So I'm going to be careful with the text boxes here though, because I don't accidentally want to click through them. So I'm not clicking until it comes up with A. Please just give me a control so I can save already. Meant to do it through this, but that works too, to be fair. So there we go. So yeah, we'll leave 2-player mode as well now. We've got the saves done. Oops, almost well, accidentally selected playing VR there. There we go. So yeah, even though we've completed the base game, there's one final challenge, because you don't automatically have access to the jump counter. There's one more trick involved, because the moon you get for jumps is tracked by Toadette, and we can't see any of Toadette's moons or stars yet because we haven't spoken to her. If we speak to her once, the counter will, all her moons and the related counters will appear here. The problem is, we need to talk to Toadette, and talk into anyone or anything, or if you initiate the conversation rather, as we'd have to do here, it increments the jump counter by 1. So we need to do a trick to stop that counter from being incremented when we talk. I don't know if I got it. So it should just, I think, be one more text box here. Something. Okay, so here, actually said she's adding some hints to the Power Moon list. This is the part we need. So as you can see, it tracks all these different things. The one we need is at, I think it's like the second from the bottom. So with that in mind, we'll go back this way. Yeah, it's the next one up. Here goes. 0! Yes! I can actually do the challenge. Yes! I genuinely didn't think I'd be able to do it. Oh. It's like I've tried attempting this on so many occasions, but just couldn't be bothered to finish them. Streaming, it's been the perfect excuse to do it. Not only am I just glad to have attempted it, the fact that I've completed this successfully, and it just makes me feel even better about future challenges that I plan on doing. So far the only one I've got planned is the most recent Ratchet & Clank with the wrench only. That'll come at some point. I may take a week or so break. It's like a week or two maybe, who knows, because as fun as this has been, my god, do I not envy the people that have gone for whatever the max amount of jumpless moons is, let alone the challenge just on its own. Or, no, I guess that'd be the other way around. But on this honestly rather shocking revelation, because I did not have much hope, I'm going to end the stream. So if you guys enjoyed the stream, be sure to follow the channel so that you don't miss out on any future streams, which is going to include future challenges. If you want Feel free to follow me on Instagram at editing_lion, where I will post updates relating to the stream, as well as some more general posts, most likely gaming related, whether that be uh, little videos of me performing tricks, uh, screenshots maybe, uh, or in the case of probably within the next 10-20 minutes, a jump counter with 0 on it. Feel free to follow me, so you can follow me on Instagram for all that stuff, as well as heads up for all challenges and speedruns, as I will actively uh, like I will actively promote them on there. So yeah, again at editing_lion. I know I'm going on a bit. I'm just genuinely shocked. So yeah, I think I'll stop rambling. Once again, follow the channel so don't miss out on any future streams. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.